Welcome to Cyprian TV and of course Mokwa the Informer. This is a conversation that we are having right from the offices of Anthony Kibagendi. Today here we are joined by a young man who works in his office. Please brother, thank you so much for creating time for this conversation.
Thank you and welcome to Kitutu Churches South Constituency Office.
Kitutu Churches South Constituency Office.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself to the viewers. What's your name?
My name is Eric Bosire. I'm the Constituency Assistant Communication Director in the office of the Member of Parliament, Anthony Kibagendi.
All right.
Yeah.
So you are the bloggers that you have what disturbing us on social media.
I don't disturb, I just air my views and give facts the way they're supposed to be given.
Basically, what does a communication, you said you're Assistant Communication Director in this office.
Yeah.
What do you people do?
We share information.
Okay.
Based on what we do as an office or what the Member of Parliament does. And at the same time, again, our work is to notify the public or to inform the public what they're supposed to know about the office. So, you know, information is power. Not unless you have, you communicate to them, they may not understand what is happening in any office. So it is good that you have that department in office so that you can give information back to the public, because this is a public office. You have been elected. So people want to know what you have done or what you are intending to do. Yeah.
So now tell us about this office. Is it the CDF office? What is it?
This is not the CDF office.
Okay.
This is a constituency office under PSC, that is a parliamentary service. And specifically this office is for Mheshimiwa Kibagendi, or the area Member of Parliament. The reason why we have this office, from the past, we didn't have such an office. So Mheshimiwa decided that he's going to have his office where, when he's around, people will come to visit him. There are people who normally come here with different issues. There are those who come here because maybe they don't have school fees. There are those who come here because maybe they have lost their loved ones. There are those who come here, they have huge bills, hospital bills, and other issues that they feel Mheshimiwa should handle or can help them. So that's why he came up with this office.
So this is open for anybody who has an issue and is from this constituency?
Yeah. It's very open.
Do people have a hotline number in case they can't travel, they can call?
We normally use our contacts.
Your contacts.
Mheshimiwa has a contact, and in fact, majority of our people, the constituency, have his number. And again, we use we have the constituency manager. They have the contact. We also have the communication department. We have another contact, so that in case you cannot reach Mheshimiwa, in case you cannot reach the constituency manager, the communication department is there. You can reach us, and we also have the secretary. The contacts out, so you can reach him, reach her.
So Mheshimiwa is accessible to the
Mheshimiwa
public?
is accessible. That's why such an office is there. Not all constituencies have an office that operates on daily basis. So others don't have offices where you can go and find that there is a working staff. So that's why I'm saying that Mheshimiwa is accessible. Because the moment you arrive here, we are here. So I can assure you everything that you want will be sorted out.
Now, it is very clear you are very passionate about Mheshimiwa. For how long have you been with him as a young man?
I knew Kibagendi back in 2007 when I was in school. And but I joined him back 2013. So since then I've been with him. And because also I'm so passionate about politics, and I just admire him on how he's carrying himself or packaging himself. So I started following him, and I've been with him since then, up to this time.
Okay, before I go far, let us just go through what Mheshimiwa has done as far as his job as an MP of this region is concerned. Let me handle the issue of education, because it's pertinent, because in Kisii here, education is an issue, not just here in Kisii, all over the country. So far, what are the achievements that the Mheshimiwa can attest that he has achieved for the people of this constituency?
On matters to do with education, I want to tell you that Mheshimiwa was raised by a single mother. And it wasn't easy for him to go to school. It was very difficult. And I can tell you that of all the things, Mheshimiwa is so passionate about education and is taking it very, very serious. So when he came into office, that was the first thing that he swore to deal with, education, because it is an equalizer. If you ask him, he will tell you that in the next few years, maybe 10 years, he wants to see Kitutu Chache in every homestead. We want to have a professional, so that we can eradicate poverty. So he has been giving bursaries. Bursaries. We give bursaries to every applicant, provided that you vote in Kitutu Chache South. We have to give you the bursary. But it is not equal because we have orphans. Orphans, he gives them full scholarship. Then we have partial orphans. So he also has to look at the cases on how they are and handles that case the way it is. Yeah. And we also have needy cases. Parents are there. There are families where parents are there, but maybe there are challenges. So such cases, there's something that we normally top up. But for colleges, universities and tertiary institutions, we give 7,000.
7,000
to every applicant.
To every applicant, whoever who applies for.
Yeah. You know, previous years, Kitutu Chache South, there was nothing like high school bursaries. They used to give to colleges, and in fact, those colleges, it is just there is a criteria maybe they used to use. You cannot see any impact of the bursary. But this time, if you go to every home where students are, I want to assure you, they have been given the bursaries. So we give 7,000 to colleges, tertiary institutions, and universities. For high schools, the day scholars, we give them 3,000. Boarding schools, we give them 5,000.
Every applicant?
Every applicant.
So in short, you know, if the entire Kitutu Chache constituency students apply for these forms, for these bursaries, they are all given?
They are all given. And what we do is this. Before, we normally set the date of application. And we have 5 wards. In these 5 wards, we normally identify specific 2 areas or 2 stations where people will go, pick their forms, fill them there, attach everything that is needed, then they leave them for us. We forward them to CDF offices. So we have a team, we have coordinators from the ground who normally identify all these cases that I've told you, orphans. For orphans, it is automatic. You have to give us the death certificate for both parents if they are not alive. If you are just a partial orphan, you give us the death certificate of either parent. So we have a team. So in those wards, we identify 2 stations where you will go pick your form, fill it the same day, then return it to us, we just bring it. So we decided to devolve the bursary so that people cannot be traveling maybe to go up to Mosocho, where the CDF office is. So we just brought it near to people so that they cannot have excuses that maybe I didn't have 50 shillings to go to Mosocho.
Are those forms limited? Do people give, are they online or someone can, physical forms?
No, we are giving physical but forms. Going forward, maybe next year, we are going to do it online, especially for students who are in colleges and maybe they cannot travel up, coming home, maybe they're in Mombasa, Nairobi. So we are going to do it online. And for those who are around, they just go where we have the places that we identify so that they can pick their forms there, fill them. Do
you have an exact number of forms you produce? Because I want to imagine that the number of students is huge. If you are targeting every student in Kitutu Chache, most probably you have to produce enough forms to reach all these parents. Do you produce enough?
You know, the first time we issued the bursary, we used to give a parent a form. And maybe this parent has 4 students. They go to the photocopy, they just photocopy the forms. Then they fill the forms, they bring them to us. So this time what we do, we have decided to do it ourselves as an office, CDF office, they do that one. We have enough forms. If you have 5 students, you just come there, we give you 5 forms. If you have 10, we give you 10 forms. The forms are very many, so they are not limited. They are very many to an extent that we normally come with we return other forms
okay.
to office. So we they normally prepare enough forms. So someone cannot say there were no forms. No.
If you give every student bursary in Chache, then why don't you guys forward the money to schools direct even without now even going to the parents themselves?
But you see, we have students who are in different schools.
Okay.
We normally don't give bursary to students who are within our constituency.
Oh, okay.
We have students in Pangani Girls.
All right.
Some of them we are giving them full scholarship. They are orphans. We have others Rio Kindo. We have others Alliance. So we cannot. You will be given the bursary because you have applied.
Oh, okay.
So it is something that has a process. You must apply so that you can be given. You cannot send money to school. We give money and we don't know the number of students in that school.
Okay.
Some of them come from different constituencies.
All right.
So we cannot give them, we assume, because if you come from Bonchari, for example, you cannot apply the bursary here and we give you, because you are voting in Bonchari, your budget is there. So that's why we allow parents to apply for the bursary.
The parents are the ones who apply.
Yeah, and for accountability, you have to apply so that we can know we have this number of students have applied, we are going to allocate this amount of money, and we give them the bursary.
How do you determine this parent is a member of this constituency?
It is the ID.
The ID. So
The ID. If you go to the, and normally we don't have to look at the tribe. We don't look at the tribe. No. We normally, what we do, we go at the IBC portal. The IBC portal will show us that you are voting in Darajambili.
Oh, okay.
The IBC portal will show us where you are voting. So we normally use the IBC portal. So when we look at your ID, we key in details at the IBC portal. It will give us details on where you vote. So automatically it will tell us you are a Luo, but you are voting in Darajambili.
And that is
so your budget is here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now there are these cases where you find there's corruption, where bursaries are given based on the person you know. How do people handle this on this from this office?
I think that is something of the past.
Okay.
Because in the past, you will never hear something like bursary application. You will never even know whether there's something like the bursary. But this time, Mheshimiwa has devolved. You know, those cases of corruption were there because there was no information, there was no application done. But this time, Mheshimiwa has devolved this one. Why should you bribe someone and there's a form being given for free?
Okay.
You apply it just around your home. You apply and forward it and you get the bursary. So the easiest way we dealt with that one, it is through letting people know that this thing is free. Just come on a specific date, pick your form, key in information that we want, attach all required documents, then we give you the bursary. There is nothing much.
Before I move from bursaries, there are cases in Kisii here where you find if someone, a certain region did not vote for him heavily as some other parts, the bursaries tend to go more to certain region. From the case from Anthony Kibagendi's side, are there such cases?
You want to talk about partiality?
Yes,
maybe
partiality.
the certain area
People say that from this region they voted for me.
Let me tell you, if there is a politician that was voted, Kibagendi had even an opponent from where I come from, Nyatieko. But the margin wasn't that big. It was very small.
Okay.
And again, when you have won an election, those who voted for you and those who didn't vote for you, they are now all yours.
Okay.
The bursary is a right to every student.
Every student.
Students don't know politics. Students don't, in fact, they don't want to know where the parent voted. And even if they voted, whoever they voted, that was their right.
That was their right.
Constitutional right. So such cases are not there. The reason is, let me tell you, we had more than 16,000 applicants.
For the bursaries?
For the bursary.
And they all received?
You want to tell me someone will go, you start looking at a form after the other. Whom are you looking at?
So these 16,000, all of them received?
They received. Those who didn't receive are those who don't vote here.
Okay.
Okay? Other cases, there are those who didn't receive the bursary. Maybe because there is a document they didn't attach.
All right.
And we gave a timeline. We allowed them. We went around with Mheshimiwa, the constituency. We told them, now if you have not received your check here, go to office. If it is not there, we have reasons why you have not been given.
Okay.
Maybe you didn't attach the photocopy of your ID or the birth certificate to prove that this is your child,
Okay.
or the death certificate to prove that you are an orphan. So we allow you to leave that information with the secretary. Then after maybe 2 weeks or so, you are called to pick your check.
The check.
So they all received.
They all received.
They all received.
Now, let me shift from now the bursaries.
Yeah.
Education is wide. Apart from just having the bursaries, there are issues to do with construction of schools. So far, where is the Mheshimiwa on that?
There is a lot that we have done. But the first one that we started with the stalled projects.
Okay.
Mheshimiwa decided that, you know, you cannot do there are projects. For example, if you go to Iranda, secondary, St. Catherine Iranda, there is an administration block that was done by Mheshimiwa Jimmy Angwenyi.
Okay.
He left Kitutu Chache long ago. But it has been just there, not done. It just complete and it is ignored. Onyonka came, ignored it. And that is a public sources. So we decided to start with the projects that stalled.
Okay.
You cannot start a project, it reaches at a certain level, you just leave it, then you rush to go and do another project, unaiwachia njiani. We decided not to do that. Again, we did our first public participation ever in Kitutu Church South. It has never happened when we assumed office. And we went round the constituency in all our wards, asking people, what do you want us to do? So every school gave us their areas of priority. There are those requested us to do abolition blocks, we have done them. There are those that requested us to do administration blocks, we have done some, and some of them we are going to do them in this financial year and are going forward. There are those that requested us water, we have done. If you come to a place like Botori here, the community requested that we give them a school. We have been looking for the land, we have identified the land, we have paid the money, the school is going to be built. Okay?
Okay.
They just requested because they don't have the school. Okay?
All right.
So all those things we have done. There are those that requested for water.
In schools?
Yeah, there's no water. We are doing like Kongicha. We did a borehole there. We have put up water kiosks, one for the community and one for the school. It is complete.
It's complete.
Yeah.
So Mheshimiwa generally has done much in education.
He has done much.
I hope he'll come on board so that he can also confirm this.
Yeah. I'll tell you what to do so that he can come here and speak for himself. There is a lot that he has done in our schools, and there is a lot that is improving. Like now, this financial year, we have started with school like even Darajambil here. It's going to be fenced.
Okay.
All our schools are going to be fenced. There are schools that are not fenced completely. So a school like Darajambili is not fenced, and you see it is within town. So students can leave the school at will, and you may not know. If you go to Darajambili here, there is a lot of things that are happening there. The issue to do with the drugs. So students leave school at will, and teachers may not know. So we are going to do fencing of all our schools. Yeah, cows sleep. The other time you saw on a Citizen TV, they were airing some news. Cows are sleeping in classrooms. So we are going to do fencing this financial year at Darajambili and very many other schools around the constituency. Yeah.
Let me shift to now from the Mheshimiwa achievements and bring you some of the contemporary things that are happening currently. Mheshimiwa, so far, where can you rate the youthful leadership where Mheshimiwa falls? As a youth, of course, where can you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 in comparison to the previous leadership that we used to have of Jimmy Angwenyi, Sam Ongeri? Those were says you understand them.
Yeah.
Okay.
With in a constituency or
generally within Gusii region.
Gusii region. You see, Mheshimiwa is one politician that has a network in the whole of Kisii County. That's the reason why most of them say 2032 will be the governor. It is because he's loved across the political divide. He has that goodwill from the youth. So I can rate him 7-10.
7 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. We have been having developments happening in Kisii. Particularly, you find people in churches having issues. Mheshimiwa was involved in one of them. where we had chaos within the church. From your starting point, what do you think is happening as far as the coordination between the young leaders from Gusii region, both from the opposition and the government side? What do you think is happening that they can't speak one language?
Sometimes back, I remember I was sharing with Mheshimiwa Mangi, and he said the biggest challenge we have as a community, not even as young people, but as a community, we don't speak with one language. We don't bargain as one people. I'll talk to you during the day, but during the night, I'm alone in State House.
Okay.
To bargain for myself.
All right.
And that one creates a very bad picture or image to the one who is on the throne, or the president. He just gets an opportunity to do divide and rule. He will reward you and the other person and make you his dogs to bark, then leave others outside. People are selfish. Our leaders, more especially our young people, are selfish. Some of them, provided it is them, they don't want to mind about others. That's why such things you're saying that happen in the church, especially in Bomachoge, happened. The reason is there are those who feel like when you are in government, you are so powerful. When you are in government, you can do anything. They start disrespecting other leaders. Someone comes to your constituency, start disrespecting you in front of the people who elected you. You are the one who was elected there. Someone stand and say, I have a KWS employment letter here. Give me one person that I can give. And the same person is in his constituency. Is even in his some of the WhatsApp groups in his constituency. He has never uttered a word to ask those WhatsApp groups, some of them who are idle because they are not employed, to say, no, I have a letter here. Can you give me one person from this WhatsApp group so that I can give him this letter? But they go to another constituency just to disrespect an elected member of parliament, just because they feel they are so powerful, they are in government, instead of fighting for their community. You see, other communities, when it comes to opportunities, they speak in one voice. They just put their differences aside. They do one thing. They speak with one thing. And that makes even the president to take that community very serious.
Very serious.
You can imagine, have a look at a county like Kilifi. How many votes did they give President William Ruto? Compare it with Kisii County. Kilifi has a speaker. Kilifi has a CS and other positions. But if you come to Kisii, we are just enticed with one position and some other meaningless positions. The reason is we are fighting. We are not being taken serious. We are the people who go to State House to pick envelopes so that we can come with the issues of maybe going to churches to talk about maybe fundraisings or whatever. That's why we are not being taken serious. But if we can speak in one voice, we are going to be taken serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, there's this problem that has been spreading in Kisii, where we have leaders do what you call Ogosera. Does Mheshimiwa do that?
Do what?
Ogosera.
Ogosera ya Mheshimiwa ni basari.
Ni basari.
Ni basari, hiyo ndio ogosera sana sana yake. So when he gives, and you see, Mheshimiwa gives a bursary, we don't write one check to take to school. Maybe, for example, Daraja Mbili, if we have 20 applicants, we don't write a check for 20 applicants. We write each and every student gets one check.
One check.
So Mheshimiwa issues a parent with a check.
With a check.
If it is for college, 7,000 siame kusera, instead of giving you 50 shillings.
50 shillings.
And another kusera ya Mheshimiwa, for the first time, we have received Uwezo Fund. We gave people Uwezo Fund, the youth, the young people. We gave them Uwezo Fund.
Okay.
So that is kusera, the groups, 3 groups from every ward. We just gave the Uwezo Fund. So that is kusera.
Talk about that Uwezo Fund. How much did you people give to the groups?
This time, it depends with the group. But this time they started with 50,000. The highest received 100.
The highest received 100.
Yeah.
So it's also an
the problem with our youth. Some of them, they misuse the money. They don't want to return the money.
Oh, okay.
That is where the problem is.
Okay. Now, so we want to wind up. I want to ask a very simple thing here. Mheshimiwa talked of us having a party from Kisii. You've seen that interview, it's all over. I just wanted to give in simple words. Is he serious about that?
when Mheshimiwa joined politics, he formed his party in 2007 called VIPA. That's where it started from. And the reason why he's saying that, you see, have a look at someone like Moses Wetangula. Why is he getting all these things that he's getting? It is because he has his own vehicle. The person I've talked about, Amason Kingi, is being taken serious because he had his own vehicle.
Okay.
If you cannot have your own vehicle, you will not be taken serious. You will just be treated casually.
Okay.
That's why Mheshimiwa talked about it and said it is high time we get our party. Those are his views and opinion.
So he's serious about it?
You will ask him about it maybe next time. What he's saying, what Mheshimiwa is trying to say, how about if we get our own vehicle?
Okay.
And the reason is simple. Right now, how many CSS do we have? How many prime positions do we have in this government?
As Gusii region?
As a Gusii region. Recently, ODM party, our party leader, Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga, in this broad-based government, was given some positions. How many of them came to Kisii?
Nothing.
We didn't get even one. And we even complained, even us, Mheshimiwa, we wanted him to be even the minority leader in the National Assembly. We didn't get. What happened, even those positions again went back to Migori, maybe Luo Nyanza, if I can say. That's why the reason is we don't have a voice. If we can get our vehicle, like the one we had, the Nyachai, we will be taken very serious, even by the president himself. But because we don't have, we will continue suffering.
I want your opinion on this question I'm going to ask. Mheshimiwa has been a very close friend to the current governor of Kisii County. In terms of development, do these people sit and share on how they can develop Kisii County? From your point of view?
Not that they have been friends, they are friends.
They are friends.
They are friends. And you see, Mheshimiwa Kibagendi is an elected member of parliament. He has his own projects that he's doing. There are projects that are under his office, and he's doing them. There are those that are under the office of the governor. The governor is handling them. Maybe Mheshimiwa can advise him on some issues, on how he's supposed to do, and the governor will do or just ignore. Are you seeing? But they have a very good working relationship. And that's why even when we go to villages and meet our people, Mheshimiwa normally tell even the MCAs, if there is a road that has not been done by the county, maybe it will take long and people are complaining, just get me the machines. I'll even give the money, buy lunch for the operators, bring the maram, and we do that road so that we can help our people. Maybe as we wait the county to do that work.
So generally they work very well together?
They work very well. They are very well working.
From your side, on a scale of 1 to 10 again, where can you rate the current governor Simbarati?
Governor's tried. He has been fought. Even you have seen it. He has been fought. And you see, governor inherited a system that it has to take him time to understand. He was a member of parliament. He has come, he's now the governor. He's trying to understand the system. There are those things that he has done. There are those that he has not done. And for me, governor has improved, more especially on area of administrative and other issues. Although, my brother, change is very difficult. People will never accept change. The cries you are seeing around is because of the change that has arrived in town. There's an new sheriff in town. So people may complain based on their opinion, and for me, I have a different opinion. Governor's tried. I'm giving him 6.
6 out of 10?
Yeah.
Now, if someone asks you what has he done, what will you tell him so far?
Let me ask you. We normally see MCS parade roads that have done a certain road, a certain road, a certain road. Do MCS do roads?
Of course, it's the governor himself.
It's the governor. So I've answered you.
So he has done roads?
He has done roads. There are some ECD classes that are going on, even in my ward. There are those that are going on. If you go to Bogeka ward here, there are very many roads that have governor has done under Mheshimiwa Richmond. He has done roads. If you go to Nyatieko, there are roads that he has done. Even now, I saw the MCA is having some public participation on Bomachoge to launch some markets. So he's working.
Governor is doing well.
Governor is doing well. Like any other leader, let us give him time. Let us allow him to come to our areas and work.
So do we expect Anthony Kibagendi to be a governor in Kisii County in future?
Absolutely.
So he has that.
2032, Kibagendi will be the governor. Now, who will beat him?
Nobody.
But again, it will depend on what we will do here. Yeah.
That's
why we are doing all this. We are doing all these things because we want to be, there's something we are eyeing.
Okay.
But for now, we cannot discuss 2032 because we have a lot that we are doing right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, brother, for saying a lot enough about what is happening in this constituency.
Yeah.
And we wish you all the best. We hope that you are going to work with the governor. You deliver for the people of Kitutu Church. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
See
you.
Next time. You can give the people of the supporters of.
There are things we didn't talk about.
Okay.
On projects. The project, some roads. We have done very many roads across the constituency, from every ward. Some of them are not ours, are for the county. We have done them.
Okay.
Some are ours, we have done them, and there are very many others that are continuing. So we are continuing doing what we are elected to do.
Okay.
You asked me
to sign out by talking to the people of Anthony Kibagendi.
Good people. You elected us, you gave Anthony Kibagendi the mandate to lead. We are doing our best to serve you. Where we go wrong, please feel free to come to our office, let us know so that we can improve. When you tell us where we have gone wrong, we improve, and that's how we are working. And I can assure you that Kitutu Church South, it is going to be very far in terms of development in the next 10 years or so. We are going to do a lot that we are planning to do as an office. So feel free to come, share with us the goods that we have done. We will appreciate. Where we have gone wrong, we are ready to improve so that we can take our constituency forward.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
See you next time.